Hey everyone, and let's discuss Real Housewives of Durban cast. So, Real Housewives of Durban season 4 will be on our screen on the what day is that? On the 9th of February. And truth be told, I'm very excited about it. So, let's discuss the cast of the show. We have the returning cast and also three new ladies, and I'm so sure these new ladies will be full of drama. But let's start with our OGs, the returning cast on the show. So we have Nonku and Sorisha, and it's not even that it seems as though it is for a fact that Sorisha and Nonku are the Real Housewives cast from the Real Housewives franchise that has stayed on the reality TV show for the longest in Africa. These ladies have spent 4 years on Real Housewives, and I think kudos to them that they can stand strong. You know, the criticism, everything that comes with being a cast of Real Housewives. I feel like whenever they reach out to anybody to be a cast of Real Housewives franchise, of any Real Housewives franchise, just be ready for a lot. And for them to have stayed 4 years on the show, they've done great. So let's discuss Nanko first. Nanko is a very dramatic cast of that show for the fact that Nanko is that cast that she's just so real. She's ready to give it to us the way it seems. She's very real. I'm so sure whenever the show starts, I will always drag Nanko. I will always be like, oh, Nanko, why? I'm always not a fan of Nanko when the show starts. But after we finish watching the show and I kind of think back and reminisce on how the show went, Noko always gave a lot. She always giving a lot to the show. She's very real. She tells her story, her flaws are good. It's not just about her coming to flaunt what's perfect in her life. She's always on that show to just give it to us the way it is. So let's discuss Sorisha. So Sorisha has been on the show also for like the longest, and Sorisha is like the anchor of the show because when the show started, it was all around Sorisha. All of them coming to meet Sorisha. She seemed like that person who knows almost everyone or who knows a good number of them, and they linked up with Sorisha and all of that, and that was like the basis of the show, how the show started. I so much like the fact that Sorisha is also coming back for a fourth season. Then the next on my list is Jojo. Jojo has been on the show for 3 seasons so far, but Jojo is a very dramatic person. Jojo will always bring drama to the show, and she's that person that will always cry first. She'll be the one to do things to other people. She'll be the one to trigger other people, but she's still the one to always cry first and be like, "Oh, they've done this to me, they've done that to me." However, I think many people have it that she's back on the show just because she wants to flaunt a new house to us on the reality TV show. So we are here for it. Then next on my list is Slee. I'm very excited about Slee coming back because Slee was a vibe. I feel like I was a fan of Slee. I so much love Slee and everything she stands for on this show. Slee was also that very interesting cast of the show that was very real with us and was very authentic, and I love it. I love her for that. Then next on my list is Maria. That person now of the view that why is Maria back to this show? Like, why is she back to the show? What did she bring to the show last season? All of that. But I don't know. I think I'm indifferent about Maria coming back on the show. I don't know if I'll say I don't really like the fact she's coming back, or maybe I don't just care. If she's back, she's back. If she's not back, it's not like so much. I don't really see her impact on the show. Let's discuss Annie. Annie is not back. Is not coming back to the show for her season 4, and it's very crazy that we can't see her. I think I wasn't a fan of Annie from season 1 and season 2 because of the way she treated Lakonko. I do not just like Annie for the kind of person she projected herself to be season 1, season 2. But season 3, if you saw my videos or my reviews of Real Housewives of Durban, you will know for a fact that I was always like praising Annie and all of that because she came back season 3 and really changed her narrative, really gave us reason to see that okay, these are the factors that made me put out such character and all of that. And I really loved it for her. In as much as I know that this might seem like scripted from her end. I'm not saying scripted, like something she intentionally did. You know, she was like, okay, this was what people saw me to be, but this time around, I'm coming to do better. I'm coming to show myself as to show a better side of myself. I loved that she did that and she succeeded with that. She was able to stay consistent with that throughout season 3. So I actually like the fact that gave she stopped or she left the show at that point where she had the loudest ovation, or when the ovation is loudest. So it was a good time for her to had left the show. But in as much as she left, I really wanted her to be back on the show. Also, talking about this new woman, the Thompson woman, I'll put a picture on my screen. Is the fact that I see her to be a boring person. I know this sounds very judgmental, like judging a book by its cover, because she just have that cool face and all of that, and I just feel like okay, she'll be boring. I know that's my come off like that, but that's just how I feel. That's just the vibe she gave me. She's giving me the vibe of this lady from season two. Tobile, yeah, and I felt like Tobile was like that from season two because all of them were just so hard on Tobile was they were really hard on Tobile from season two, and I do not feel bad that she was very quiet and was not really out there because the ladies were not very receptive of Tobile. I feel like this new lady, this Thompson lady, is giving me that vibe. So the other two ladies, the Zoma and Angel, these ones are here for drama and they really seem like drama queens. So I'm really looking forward to how they'll change the dynamic of what they will really bring to the show this season four. So this is all I'll be discussing for Real Housewives of Durban season four cast members. Bye for now.